I'm your host, Dan Dimitri, Global Community Manager, unofficially Meme Lord. Throwing them Benjis like it's hot.
Yep.
Whoa, dudes and dudettes, it's Dan Mitre, Community Manager for EA and Meme Lord. That title is official, as I said it both on stream and it's in my Twitter bio, even though Meme Lord is one word, not two different words that are both capitalized to show authority. Anyways, we're finally naming our patches after the month that they're released, so this is called the May patch, even though we said we were doing monthly patches nearly 2 months ago, but we should really name this patch Try to Unfuck the Netcode from the spring patch. We increased the ping threshold for leading shots to 160 milliseconds for US and Europe and 200 milliseconds for other regions, so that this way you're not dusting more than that illegal immigrant you hired to clean your house. Well, at least you plebs with shit internet now know how it felt to play against you skipping around like Little Red Riding Hood. I can't wait to read the complaints on Reddit without any evidence to back them up. Oh well, at least it won't be threads bitching about having a female scout as part of our next DLC, even though we're actually locking the diversity behind a paywall. Anyways, on to game mode fixes, as we're going to make operations not suck, aside from the part where you're actually blowing the whistles at your teammates. No, we didn't add a server browser, that would be way too gnarly of us, but operations servers will be on a continuous loop such that you don't have to go back to the main menu each time the game is over. This loop, however, doesn't go through the different operations, but just switches sides and plays the same one after the current one is over, since apparently it's too hard to make the operation servers like every other server with a map rotation. So you don't have to look at that stupid ass map anymore. However, you can't choose between 40 and 64 player matches, so we really half-assed all of the changes just to get people to stop bitching. Bummer, man. That'll buy us about another month to actually make operations the way it should have been on launch. Other game mode fixes include domination being changed to have a 200 ticket limit instead of 100 to make matches last longer than you do in bed, and decrease the scoring values for flags and conquests to decentivize actually PTFOing, but you get more of a drip feed like a meth head. Oh, and there are no stupid suggestions for new game modes, so keep them coming in the forums and on our social channels.
Super Mario Kart mode with the sidecar.
Ooh. I mean,
that's
kind of
not,
like that suggestion.
Yeah, I mean, it's not a mode that we would ever consider.
But we have
whenever you
custom
want?
games. Maybe you got something there. A little maybe racing with some Mario Kart action. That might be interesting.
And you guys get these
power-ups.
Yeah.
Instead of dropping bananas, we can just drop AP mines.
Just drop some mines.
Yeah.
What would replace the shell? Like the red shell.
I guess the rocket gun. You can shoot the rocket gun from your side guard.
Ooh, I like this. All right, we're getting on to something.
On to other changes, as we've nerfed the bayonet charge, since this is a shooter game after all, far out. We increased the sound of the charging player to alert others in the area, reduced the turn radius when charging, and removed the damage reduction for a charging player with that adrenaline spike. We decided to leave other soldier changes alone because the netcode alone should about do it. On to vehicles, as we've evened out the repairs to be the same across all types of tanks. Oopsie, that was a bug when we introduced some of the other tanks. And on the light tank packages, we've nerfed the flanker, buffed the close support, and fixed some bugs with the howitzer, like adding a free look option because it was overlooked due to the 360-degree turret. That's 1.5 less spins than Tony Hawk can do. Speaking of camera options, we added a rear view on all planes so that this way you can take a look at the person sending you to an early grave. We've buffed some of the underused plane variants like the Airship Buster, the Dogfighter, and the Bomber Killer. Oh, and of course, to deal with these plane buffs, the anti-airs can no longer be destroyed, but can be disabled when brought below 50% health and repaired back to 100%, along with having an increased vertical distance while decreasing the horizontal distance, so this way those Mile High Club members can finally be shot down. Lastly, on other fixes, we've added an option in the menu to change the camera shake in case the motion sickness both on the ground and in planes gets to you, and when players are low on ammo, it will automatically show the icon above the player's head and in chat, so that this way support players don't have to guess which one of you fuck trumpets is out of ammo. But we didn't put anything to show it on the minimap like in other Battlefield games because that would be rad, dude. Too far of a step forward. And sorry, unlike in the last patch where we added ribbons, medals, dog tags, and other beepity bops in order order to fill our game with more content like new guns, okay, well, variations of the level 10 guns, and not this shotgun shown here or silent sniper that were found by data miners poking around in files where they shouldn't have been, which are probably for the next DLC and not given away for free. Wait, what? You guys want some free stuff now? Well, for non-premium members, we're doing the premium friends thing again, so you can leech off your friends that actually have money and play on They Shall Not Pass maps. Oh, and those premies, you guys can play on 2 new night maps, Nivelle Nights and Prise de Tahor. And no, they're not supposed to be as dark as the black screen that's popping up after the patch. Not rad, dude. We're gonna have to fix that shit.
Hello and girls.
Oh,
I feel bad for you.
I'm sorry.